Hello YouTube, Pokemon119 again. I know I've showed you how to make an Assassin's Creed arm blade very small, and I haven't showed you how to mod it. I might do one of those videos, so stay tuned. Now I'm going to show you how to make one out of the draw slide, yeah. All you really need, I'm going to make really weak restraints. I'm not doing strong ones right now, is obviously draw slide. You can pick one up just about any hardware store, or if you look around your drawers, you should see on the side or on the bottom, you'll have a little thing that slides out. And the ones like the wheels, you can like pick it up and lift it off. Those don't work. They do not work at all. Okay, now what you need is, let me put this back so I can show you. Paper clips, and pliers are always good for crimping the paper clip, and super epoxy. Now I'm pretty sure everyone, if any of you watch TV, you know what this is. But I cannot show you, I can't say the name, so I'm pretty sure I'll get a lawsuit or something for saying the brand and not being sponsored. But this, what this is, super epoxy. So the first thing you really need to do is have the rail slide, well, draw slide. You need this. Now, a lot of people like to cut them to their arm length, because this goes almost all the way up my arm, so it's obviously not going to work too well. But I am not going to cut it because I'm actually need it. I just pulled it off, I draw in my room. Then you need a couple of paper clips, and what I did was I bent it, pulled this part out, and then chopped this off. It took a while, so I don't feel like doing that again. And then I crimped the edges, so like this, they're just kind of bent up a little bit, so that when it's on my arm, let me show you, when it's on my arm, it'll kind of curve around it instead of just being flat on it, like if I had it straight. And it also makes a bigger gluing surface. Okay, so the first thing I gotta do is make a mark, put it on my arm, and make a mark on it where it's in black Sharpie, where my wrist starts, and that's where my hand starts, and that's kind of where I have to have the paper clips that are trimmed and bent, and that's where I have to have the first paper clip, because that way I know where the first strap goes. Alright, so this is a sink or swim project. I've already failed, epic failed once. There's still a little bit of super epoxy on the end here. Scrape that off. Because I noticed when I test fit it to my arm that it would be on my palm, so it obviously would not fit if I had actually tried and waited for it all to harden, so thank God. So make sure that before you wait for the entire thing to harden with the super epoxy or whatever you're using, make sure you test fit it to your arm while it's just hanging there. Alright, for now I'm only going to do one, because for the sink or swim, I don't want an epic fail and put all of them on and then figure out they don't work and have to completely restart. So I am just going to put one right here. I test aligned it first. Let's see what I can do. First thing I got to do, take this, cut off a small section of the super epoxy. I think I didn't so close to saying the name there, but pretty sure everyone knows what it is. It's a green tube of super epoxy that a certain very famous dead man used to advertise. But anyway, this type of super epoxy you have to mold until it activates, and that takes a little while because it has to turn almost completely white. It took forever in my first take when I epic failed to get it to work, and then apparently I did not activate it enough. It wasn't completely white, so obviously I epic failed. Alright, it shouldn't take too long. I molded it the wrong way last time. Alright. Looks pretty good. So I'm going to rip this piece in half. Take the first one of these, put it on the side, right where my Sharpie mark is. Make sure it's lined up correctly on the end. Stick it on here, just like so. Now, I warn you, this Mighty Putty, oh crap, I see it, whatever. This super epoxy smells very, very bad. When you mold it, it smells really, really bad. So I'm just warning you now, it smells like crap. But, I know how in the commercial for this specific super epoxy, I mean, I already said the name, but I'm not going to say it again, it says that it can hold like a couple tons of weight. So I think it should be able to hold my arm shifting, just to let out the rail. Alright, now you know how I told you how to test fit it? Definitely do that. Make sure it's not down too much so you can't get your arm on it or anything like that. Make sure it works perfect, because if it doesn't work at all. So what I have to do now is pretty much just wait for it all to harden. I don't know if I need to heat it up or cool it down. I just got the two from my buddies. And so I'm just going to wait a little while for it to finish hardening up. And I'm going to turn off my camera now, and when it's hardened, I'll come back. Good. To this chair. Hey, 1 second. Okay, as you obviously already know, a couple of hours ago, I don't know how long, hang on, let me check on my phone, about an hour ago, I set up my Mighty Putty Assassin's Creed arm blade, and, well, wrist blade, how stupid. And I know that, in the beginning where I set it up, I said that I couldn't say Mighty Putty, but I've been watching so many videos on how to work it and how to let it dry that I can believe that I can say it without a lawsuit. So, my Mighty Putty Assassin's Creed arm blade, actually, I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, it has reduced mobility a little bit, because a little bit of the Mighty Putty actually got into the inner workings of the blade itself. It sticks to your hands really bad. It kind of smells like a perm. My entire room smells like Sharpie and perm. So, it actually works pretty decently well. Now, it hasn't set for long enough. You need to set, if you want it strong, you need to set it for about 24 hours. So, I'm not going to test it yet, but I will test it in a little while. But I was saying that Mighty Putty works really well for making it. I just set up, obviously I made all 4 of the connections instead of just the one that I said I was going to do before, because I tested the first one and it worked really well. It all hardens up pretty nicely. I mean, it doesn't look that amazing, but if you can see it, it's bad if you have it on your arm. And I don't know how all the paper clips are going to hold. I know I have to make a better shrink, because the paper clips, even after they're hardened, they're still pretty wobbly. But, yeah, it's actually really, really good. I will make another video where I test it pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. And otherwise, I'm out. But one more thing. After you've made it, make sure that your paper clips aren't bent so much. Make sure they're only bent a little bit, because I figured out recently, if they are bent too much, then you will not be able to put a strap on it, because I tested putting a strap on it. I just didn't test jutting it out, because I am not sure if I need to wait much longer for the Mighty Putty to harden. So, yeah. That's it. Look for the demonstration video. Should come on soon.